of the 120 billion or so people that scientists and biologists have projected may have lived since the first humans, less than 1 billion out of 120 ever saw a single page of scripture, and very few owned Bibles as a percentage of that population. And what happened for all those thousands of years of mankind when they didn't have a Bible? They couldn't get their hands on one. There was none available to the people who weren't in the priesthood delivering the gospel from a professional perspective. Oh, God had to be speaking for millennia, thousands of years. God had to be speaking to people's hearts. Well, when I pray, it's heart to heart. Now, for a lot of years, it was one way. I was praying to God, asking him to do things for me. If I wanted to hear from him, I believed that lie, and I started spinning the Bible, trying to find verses to tell me what to do in this situation. Well, all the answers are in the Bible, they would say. Well, conceptually, they're all in the Bible. But is God so small that he can't have a relationship with me that's as up close and personal as I had with my dad? I didn't have a very big God for a lot of those years, but I didn't realize how much I was limiting or misunderstanding the whole point. So with my dad, I wasn't asking him to solve all my problems. I was just telling him what they were. Well, most of the time when I was praying, I would tell God what the problem was. I'd also tell him what I wanted to do with it. I never did that with my dad. And God just wants us to be in this conversation. Call it prayer, call it conversation. We know that if we're driving down the highway, we want to pray, we can do that. We don't have to close our eyes. But if we're stationary somewhere, somehow we think we have to bow our heads and close our eyes. I don't see it that way anymore. It's like when I was a child, maybe that was good to close my eyes and bow my head so I wouldn't be distracted by the stuff going on around me. But as an adult, I get more distracted when I close my eyes and my mind wanders. It'd be better if I kept my eyes open and imagined Jesus sitting in that chair right there in the corner, and that we're having this conversation in the same space, eye to eye, face to face. I just can't see his face, but I'll tell you what, I can feel his face.